Alright everybody, what is going on? As always, thanks for stopping by to check out to what should be a very beautiful video today, I'm hoping. So what we're doing right now, of course, we're out on the streets of Philadelphia on the Harley Sportster. It's a brisk, cold fall day, so we've got some beautiful fall sights and sounds going on in the city of Philadelphia. And as you know, and as I always like to say, I like to give everybody a glimpse of this great city of Philadelphia from two wheels, from behind the handlebars, from the camera. If you're never going to make it through Philly, hopefully I can give you a little bit of insight as to what goes on here in Philadelphia, all the cool stuff that there is to see and explore. And with that said, I've got to get you guys a beautiful look at the lovely Kelly Drive along the river here, along the Schuylkill River here in Philadelphia, with some great fall scenery since all the colors are starting to change. It's really pretty over there this time of year. You got the leaves changing. And I just recently saw in the news that for southeastern Pennsylvania, it's like prime color season, I guess, or prime changing of the leaves season, or whatever it is. So I was on there the other day. I was like, oh yeah, it is looking pretty good right now. It'd be cool to get everybody a look over there. I know you guys see me over there on Kelly Drive all the time. I get a lot of compliments about how nice it looks, but I've never really had you guys over there in the fall specifically to see this type of stuff. So I'm sure it's going to look very familiar to most of you that tune into my channel frequently. I do a lot of rides there, but today's going to be a little bit more chill, laid back type of ride. We're going to pop on some music when we get there. I'll point out some stuff along the way, but really, like I said, just want to really give you guys a good look at some fall scenery, some fall foliage as we enter the fall and winter seasons here. About like 52 degrees right now, which actually is not feeling too bad right now. So this is Fairmount Ave that we're on right now. This kind of leads right into Kelly Drive. And then of course Kelly Drive goes up into Manayunk, out like northwest of Center City area. Runs out into Conshohocken, into Phoenixville, King of Prussia, all those different places, if you're familiar with any of those. So yeah, so here we go. I mean, this is basically where you get right on Kelly Drive right here. You can also already start to see some of the lovely changing of the leaves. The river is over here to our left. We'll get a better look at that as we come around some of these turns and corners here. So yeah, this is kind of early on, the beginning section of Kelly Drive. Now you can start to see the river open up here. You've got like the running path right along there. Very popular all times of year. Oh, that guy is moving right there. So a lot of people always comment on these like tunnels and things when I go through them. They look pretty cool when you're kind of riding along. A lot of people kind of point those out, starting to see some of the brown and yellow, all that good stuff. You can see the grass is starting to die as we move into fall a little bit. So yeah, basically the plan is, what we're going to do is we're going to run Kelly Drive out to Manayunk. We're going to flip it around. We're going to give you a look from both sides. You get another good shot of the river here. So we're going to keep cruising along some of these twists and turns here on Kelly Drive. I'm going to shut up and stop talking. I'm going to let some music run for a minute. We're just going to play out, vibe to some music, check back in a little bit. So that's going to finish that portion of Kelly Drive. Like I said, you get more up into Manayunk. You see me up in there a lot of times too. So like I was saying, Kelly Drive brings you up into this little kind of section of Philly called East Falls. And then if we keep going straight up there, we'll run into Wissahickon and Maniac. But what we're going to do now is we're going to flip this thing around, and then we're going to take Kelly Drive back into the city. So then I'm going to get you another perspective of all that beautiful scenery right along the river. All right, some more beautiful scenery here. Now you're really going to get a good look at some of these bridges that go across the river. You can see the river right there, a lot of bridges going across. So now we're heading back towards the city. We just went out, now we're headed back in. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to pull off along one of these little pull-offs over here and get you a good look right along the river. So make sure you stay tuned as we pull over here in just a minute, get a good look at the water, some more bridges, some more beautiful fall foliage from two wheels. But now, like I said, we're just going to let it vibe out again, run some music, take in some beautiful scenery. We'll check back in with you in just a minute. Right over here, get you a better look across the river. Yeah, there we go. Gets a good shot here. Hopefully this is coming through clear and good on the camera. You can see some good changing colors over there. We'll get right up along the river here. I know, like I said, this is a route you guys see me take all the time, but I've actually never pulled over to really just show you how nice it is. I always love seeing the arches of the bridges down there. A lot of people come and just kind of like hang out along the river. Like I said, you got the running path up there. This direction's heading back into the city. You've always got the regattas and stuff going on around here. It definitely slows down, obviously, in the winter when it gets colder, but it's a pretty popular place. You know, you can hop out of the city, get a look at some trees and some greenery, instead of being stuck around all the buildings and concrete all the time. You know, sometimes it's kind of funny. I have people actually comment on my videos that have actually lived in Philly at one point or another. Now they live in a different part of the country, and they say, oh man, you know, I loved Kelly Drive. Wish I could get back there. If you've ever been on Kelly Drive, let me know, man. Even if you're local, or if you used to ride on Kelly Drive, let me know if you're familiar with it at all. But alrighty, let's hop back on the bike, head back into Center City, check out some more of the road. Alrighty, so we hopped back on the bike now. We're going to finish out this ride to Kelly Drive. As you can see, you start to see a little bit of the Philly skyline up there to greet you as you come back in. That's always kind of nice. One thing that I actually forgot to mention, obviously since the road is so close to the river, this was all flooded and underwater. Actually, under that last storm we had back in September, a few months ago, this was totally submerged underwater, and the road was shut down and everything. Part of Philly was like underwater too, which was pretty crazy. So obviously Mother Nature can kind of, as beautiful it is, like look at that, that's amazing. As beautiful as it is, Mother Nature can kind of throw you for a loop sometimes there. This whole thing was flooded. Amazing colors out right now. Like I said, I guess the news was right when they said this is like peak season for these colors to be turning right now. We're coming back under some of these bridges here that go across the river. Very cool tunnels, look at that. Oh boy, looks like we're gonna get slowed up into some traffic here. That's probably one of the only problems with Kelly Drive is sometimes when you get a little too much traffic going on, it gets bottlenecked getting back up into the city. So you don't want to see me sitting in traffic all day. So I guess that's about time to wrap up this lovely fall foliage ride here on Kelly Drive today. You don't want to see me sitting in stupid Philly traffic, so there's another good last shot at the river. But yeah, that's a fall ride on Kelly Drive. A nice 50-something degree day as we coasted. Some traffic back here, some lovely sights and sounds. Get you a look up close to the river. I know you see me on this road all the time. Finally give you like a closer look at it where you can finally enjoy it for all of its beauty. Really appreciate it. Get out of the city a little bit and just take in some of the green space Philly has to offer, some of the trail and everything. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that look at Kelly Drive today. And don't forget, if you like anything we got going on here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. As always, we'll catch you on the next one. It's the Moto Jawn. We'll see you all on down the road. Peace.